So now let's have time to listen to our precious audience members first. So I would like to also today's one of my special audience, Venerable Tenzin Celon, sir. So can you share your today's impression today?
Good evening once again. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Actually, I'm invited here as a panelist, but I'm unprepared today, and I was invited today 2 hours before. so so I have been also very busy uh, uh, as a spending Tibetan New Year. So I felt that I would not able to join with you today, but anyhow, I also uh, don't know what is the uh, topics that we are going to discuss today. So I really don't know that, but now after watching and listening all the panelists, then I came to know that today's our main topic is about the concept of love from the different religions, So thank you for all the panelists, and if you may allow me, I would like to share some of my points from the Buddhist perspective. If I'm not going to take very long time, so before I say something from the Buddhist perspective, I would like to raise a few questions. Actually, that is not my question, okay? The question is asked from the students, when I interact with the students, and our students, some students, they are saying that, love and compassion is a religious matter, it is nothing to do with us. This is what they feel, And then another question is, many students, they feel that, love and compassion is good for others. It's good for others. It is nothing to do with oneself. This is what students are thinking that. So usually I answer them that if you have a genuine love and compassion, then you will be, that very peace of mind, and then you will become very open-minded if you have a genuine love and compassion. Then you are not going to. You will open up your indoors, and you will boost your confidence, So if you have a genuine love and compassion, I always tell to my students that you are the first beneficiary of your love and compassion, not others, This is what I say. And then if you look at the love and compassion and religions, so I always tell them love and religion, it is like water and tea. Water and tea. Without tea you can survive, but without water you cannot survive. So similarly, without religion you can survive, but without love and sense of caring, you cannot survive. So once you are born as a child, if you do not receive a good love from your parents, your mothers, you would not be able to survive. Religion comes into our life like a much later part of our life. But the love is there right from the beginnings. So without love, we cannot survive. So love is a universal. And some of our panelists already said that not only the human beings, even the animal planets, they also express a lot of love. So it is true. Now I would like to touch from the Buddhist perspectives. So the Buddhist perspective, when we talk about the love has two aspects. So one love, which is we call it as a bias love, means a conditional love. The second one is unconditional love. So bias love or conditional love means that love that is mixed with attachment, like a biological factor. If you look at the love between mother and child, usually in our world, we call that, mother is a symbol of love. A mother has a huge love and compassion towards the child. But, no matter how much strong and how much, powerful the mother has a love towards the child, that kind of love would not able to extend to her own enemies and to her own, enemy and strangers, So mother has a very powerful, love and compassion. Not only the human being, even if you look at the animals, the mothers, they are sacrificing their own life to protect the children, So their love, their binding is very powerful. It's unimaginable. But that kind of love is mixed with attachment. It is a biological factor. You would not able to extend that powerful love to your own enemy and with strangers. So another aspect of the love is unconditional love. So unconditional love, you have to develop it through the practice of meditations. So I do that meditation every single day. If I give you some tips how to develop that kind of meditations in your daily life. So when you meditate, you think that you want happiness, and similarly everybody wants happiness. Everybody seeks happiness like you. Even a small tiny ants, they also want happiness. And we want happiness not only in the daytime, even in the dream, we want happiness. When we are sleeping, we want happiness. And I don't want suffering. So similarly, all the sentient beings, all the living creatures, they also don't want the sufferings in their life. Even a tiny species, small ant, they don't want the sufferings in their life. Isn't that? And everybody has a right to achieve happiness, like you. And everybody has a right to overcome sufferings, like you, You just think that. Then another thing, from the Buddhist perspective, we are using uh, we are using the concept of interdependence. So when we enjoy our breakfast, there are the millions and millions of people's hands behind of our breakfast. We are depending, our life is heavily depending on others. So everything is interconnected. So if you think that, then you will develop a genuine respect towards others. Through that way, you can develop a genuine love and compassion towards others. So when I always think one thing, when I talk about I, I is one individual person, isn't that, When we talk about others, others means a millions and millions of peoples. So one is important or millions is important? Think about that, Sacrificing one individual for the millions of others, is a meaningful. And sacrificing, ignoring millions of others for one individual happiness, that is crazy, isn't that? It doesn't make sense. So if you think like that, then you will develop a respect towards others. You will develop a genuine love towards others. Then it will reduce your self-center. I. You always think like, we always think I. I comes first, isn't that? I and my country, something like that, So selfish comes like that. So that is the way how you can develop to do a meditation. You can develop unconditional respect and love towards others through the practice of meditations. That's all I
All
want to
right.
say. Thank you.
Yes. All right,
Thank you.
sir. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing your impression. Next time, I want to hear more like well prepared your answer to the question. Thank you so much for participating today.